And this St. Patrick's Day Eve, we are focusing on the rich Irish history of the city of Good Neighbors.
Specifically this morning on an event that was intended to free Ireland, but wound up creating an independent Canada. This morning, the unknown story of the Fenian invasion of 1866. Invading Canada to free Ireland. Seems like a far-fetched plan, but in 1866, a group of Irish expats conspired to do just that. It was supposed to be a three-pronged event with 3,000 men gathering in Chicago and Milwaukee, another 5,000 here in Buffalo and Cleveland, and with a main invading force of more than 16,000 in Vermont attacking Quebec.
Buffalo was supposed to be a diversionary part of it, actually. It ended up being the only main thrust of the Fenians that day.
They assembled in Buffalo, but rather than 5,000, the number turned out to be more like 1,000, and news of the plot spread pretty quickly.
When they came in, most of the Fenians came in by rail. All the railroads dropped you off right at the Exchange Street station.
However, most of the Fenians on that day who were coming in from Cleveland got off early because they knew the feds were waiting for them at the Exchange Street station. And on June 1st, 1866, they then made their way to the river near the foot of Hurdle Avenue.
This is the exact spot where the Fenian invasion of Canada jumped off from in June 1866.
They loaded onto steamships and engaged the Crown forces at Ridgeway. This historically inaccurate depiction is a lasting image of the battle, as is this marker that now stands at the battlefield off of Garrison Road just beyond Fort Erie.
Buffalo played an essential role because it was the jumping off point for all the thousands of Civil War veterans that were pouring into the city to engage in the invasion of Canada.
And despite the fact that they got the better of the British at Ridgeway, the plan to free Ireland failed. The invasion had a very significant result, though. It ultimately led to an independent Canada.
It kept the spark of independence alive. That's the real significance of it.
Yeah, and there were other raids in 1870 and 71, but it was the Battle of Ridgeway that really created a wave of support for the Confederation of Canada and made Great Britain realize, hey, we can't defend them, so we better put together our provinces and create a nation of our own. So that happened a little over a year after the battle in 1867. So we created a nation.
That is your Daybreak history lesson of the day.
St. Patrick's Day edition.
All right.